there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. This is Road Ramble. Damn. Number 15. Yeah. I'm gonna call this joint very generic title, Dealing with Beautiful Women, right? Because as I spoke in another earlier video, man, well, they really ain't hard to deal with. I'm gonna tell you the biggest single problem men have in dealing with beautiful women is that men do too much extra stuff. They project their own insecurities onto a woman, right? Like you'll see a beautiful woman and she's fine, turning your ass on and everything. There go the po-po. Lazy ass motherfuckers around here. So crime free around here and shit. Anyway, right? So, too many men, they'll assume, she's so beautiful. Oh, she'll only want me if I got money, or if I got status, or I gotta look like super handsome to get her. And you know what? Honestly, that could be the case. Or it could be you might talk to her and she just like you. Because the thing is, so many dudes get caught up in what the women look like. They ain't thinking about her personality and what it is, right? They ain't thinking about what she might be really about, right? Or who she would talk to, right? I got a couple stories in this. Well, I got several stories, man. I'll give y'all 3 instances, man. 3 instances, right? When I was a freshman in college, right? I remember, I hang out with the fellas. We'd be in the cafeteria. And, we did what fellas usually do, check out women. Now, I remember this real fine woman. She came walking by and stuff. But she was at a distance where I couldn't really, say, hey, how you doing or anything, right? And this dude was checking her out, right? And he was like, damn, she's real fine. In fact, I got another one. Oh man, she is drop dead gorgeous and whatnot, right? And and I was just casual about it. I said, oh yeah, I know her. And I gave her a name. I gave the name and everything, right? And dude was like, oh man, she wouldn't talk to you. She wouldn't do all that. And I just looked at him and laughed, right? I looked at him and laughed because I was like, dude, she helped me move into my dorm. Because I bet her literally when I was moving into my dorm, she carried one of my suitcases for me. And, me and her were real cool throughout that year. Me and her were real cool. Didn't have enough game to actually get her, but I was in a position when I look back at it, right? And then there was another woman in college I was real cool with, and people were surprised we knew each other until they would always see her eat next to me every day. In fact, I remember some dudes checking her out. They were like, damn, she is so fine. I'm like, who? Oh, her? Now, I wasn't big man on campus or anything like that, but this very, very attractive woman. She in her 50s now. Still attractive and stuff, right? And then there was another woman. She's a model. She still does some modeling and stuff. She's in her 50s now, but still fine. Still beautiful, right? She real cool with me. Now, one thing about her, and this just goes to show, because a lot of guys always talking about, oh, you need all this, or sometimes they like, oh, she got low self-esteem or all that. Nah, this sister was almost super religious and stuff. Not quite fanatical, but let's just say, we about to eat a pizza or something. She ain't raising a fork or anything. She looking at me like, ain't you going to pray over this? I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right. And then there was one more. There's this one sister. She actually has some notoriety. Like if I dropped her name, she's easily Googled, right? Somebody in my a couple people in my inner circle know who she is, right? And it was interesting about her. She had all these pro athletes chasing her, yet she was calling me. And my point with all of this, right? My point is you don't know what that woman wants or who she really checking for, right? You really don't. You assume that she wouldn't check for you, but you don't. If you're working on yourself, right? If you're working on yourself, you present the best version of yourself. Shoot, you might be exactly what she wants. See, understand one thing with very beautiful women, man. Very dynamic. And it's funny. It's not something I've observed, but people who worked around beautiful women observed. A lot of times they don't have anybody to talk to them because most guys are either scared to talk to them or making assumptions, or they think they doing some player shit. They'll talk to the woman, put her down or something. They'll do all this dumb shit. And I think of so many who that's been the case with, right? They do all this dumbass shit, and sometimes they just want somebody. They want somebody to be cool with them, or they got guys waving money at them and whatnot. Like the one I mentioned that was being chased by pro athletes. I wasn't waving money at her because, well, I didn't have their money, right? You know, but she was the type. She just wanted to sit and chill. She's still a chill person. In fact, she's like one of the most genuinely sweet people you ever meet. Like, just genuinely sweet. It's like so sweet to the point that you realize how fucked up the rest of the world is, how fundamentally messed up everything is. You be like, you talk to her, then you just be like, damn, we live on a fucked up planet. Right? But a lot of times what happens is we put it on them. Men put it on them. Men make all these assumptions. Men talk themselves out of it. Look, I tell the guys on my private site, I say, look, if you see a beautiful, fine woman, just go approach her. Now, she could, and honestly, she could be just looking for money. She could just be looking for a certain look. But you don't know. It's better just to approach. A lot of guys will find out how receptive they are. Like, I was about to talk about hearing stuff from other people. Like, there was a friend of mine knew a guy who photographed women for Jet magazine. For the older cats, I know what that is. They always had a Jet Beauty of the Week, which I got a story about that, right? They had a Jet Beauty of the Week, right? And he photographed several of the women. He said several of them are lonely because guys don't ask them out. Guys too scared of them. And I actually knew a Jet Beauty of the Week. We're still Facebook friends and stuff with her crazy ass self. We still crazy. She the type, she find out about these videos or something, she'll come in and get in the comments fuck with me just because. I love her to death, but and that's another thing too, man. Motherfuckers forget beautiful women got personality. They the same as you. Like, I know yet another beautiful. I seem to know a lot of beautiful women. Now that I think about it. Oh wow, that's interesting. Anyway, I know this one beautiful woman, man. Shoot, you talk to her, you gotta talk about basketball or something. She'll take you off the dribble. She like about, damn, how tall is she? She about 5'11" or something. Used to play basketball. Could have been on a scholarship or something, man. You just, oh, where do I want to park? I gotta think where I'm gonna park. How much time I got? Alright. Yeah, I mean, you talk to her though, real sweet, like genuine sweetie and stuff, man. She the type, as long as you talk ball with her or something, she good to go. And there's a lot of women like that. A lot of women, you get a lot of these women, they play ball, or yet another one I knew. Like, I'm gonna tell you what, their interest, like yet another one I knew. And now this one, we're Facebook friends still. But the interesting thing about her was, hey, what's up? The interesting thing with her was she was like this very drop dead gorgeous woman and stuff, right? She was actually been an actress, bit parts in some movies and shit, right? She was the one who told me about the X-Files, man. She was the one, I mean, we be talking science fiction and shit. Be going over science fiction scenarios, and then, shit, yet another beautiful woman I know, very beautiful. I think we still Facebook friends too. That algorithm on Facebook, you don't see a lot of people's posts. I gotta go check. But, she actually lectured me on the first Avengers movie. Didn't tell me about it, she lectured me. She broke it down like a pro. Like, she be that type, be doing trailer reactions and everything, man. But my point with all of that, man, dudes gotta get out their fear. Just approach them, talk to them. You'd be surprised. Yeah, they got their preferences. Yeah, they want to be some who gonna go for the money or whatever. But some of them most of them, I'm gonna say most of them just want to be with somebody who's presentable, decent looking, and somebody who is just going to talk to them like they're human. In fact, I had one, yet another one. She was cool because I kind of rescued her from a bad situation. Somebody's coming on to her hard. All I did was just offer a ride. I'll never forget how she just held my hand. We were just cool. I didn't even try to get with her because she had a man, and I wasn't trifling at that time. But she was just so happy that somebody just talked to her, man. Shit, me and her could talk about anything, man. And just to be clear, and just get out your mind that you gotta fuck every single one. Like I've been with some beautiful women. Some we just been cool. Like you talk to them and the vibe ain't there. A lot of dudes be trying to like hop on everything. That's a big problem too. Just because she's beautiful, you don't have to hop on. Y'all might not click personality wise. I've been around some beautiful women. There was nothing there for no other reason that it just wasn't there. The spark wasn't there, and I wasn't gonna fuck her just to impress anybody. I don't give a fuck about impressing people. So, I would say this to anybody listening, man. Just definitely work on your shit. You don't even need to do any stupid shit with them, man. Just say hi. The worst you can do is say, get the fuck out of my face. And honestly, a lot of guys really fuck up with these beautiful women because you go in playing, doing dumb shit. I've seen that happen 1,000 times. Sometimes if you just be friendly to them, in fact, all the time, really, you just be friendly to them and they're going to be cool. That's all they want because they don't get it. They don't get it. So anyway, right. That's it for now. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.